Hi, Jules here. Have you ever felt that there's something wrong with you? You're self-sabotaging, you're lazy, you're addicted, you're just frozen, you're unmotivated, you're all of those things. All negative, right? Well, I've felt that way too. And right now I'm listening to a book on Audible called emphasis on self-help, written by Gabby Bernstein, and I've listened to and read a few of her other books. And she's a self-help guru, and she had addictions. She's been through the mill, and just love her writing, love her message. And this book is written on the premise of another book called No Bad Parts, which I have also read. And we'll talk about that a little bit more in this video. When I was 13, I started drinking. And according to internal family systems, which I'll talk about later, that was my firefighter. So there are different parts inside of us, in all of us, and none of those parts are bad. In internal family systems, two of those parts, one is a manager. Your manager is your doer, your perfectionist, your planner, and your firefighter is there to swoop in when things are out of control. And unfortunately, that shows up in things like addiction. And mine showed up when I was 13, and numbing helped at the time, you know? So, but it didn't help forever. And that's why I'm here now to talk to you about this book. And this is a book that I wish I had had years ago. So if you feel like therapy is out of reach for you at the cost it is right now, if that's just not in your cards, then this book, Self-Help, written by Gabby Bernstein, is a really great place to start. She goes through another book called No Bad Parts, and it's like having a warm embrace without the extra cost of therapy. Gabby Bernstein's book, Self-Help, is built on the internal family systems model, but in a very super simple, relatable way. She walks you through how to recognize your parts, how to be kind to your parts, and reconnect to the calm, wise part of you, which is called self. And everybody has self inside of us, along with all of our other parts. So another book that I highly recommend that I've sort of mentioned is called No Bad Parts, written by the founder of Internal Family Systems, and his name is Dr. Richard Schwartz. But if you're just beginning with all of this and you've never heard of internal family systems, Gabby Bernstein's book, Self-Help, is a good place to start. In Gabby Bernstein's book, Self-Help, she breaks down internal family systems into 4 steps to make it easier for you to follow without having an actual therapist. And so the first step is name the part. So, and you don't need to be critical about it. You don't need to be negative. You just name the part out of curiosity. So for example, instead of saying, I'm really lazy today, you can say something like, wow, I'm noticing today that one of my parts doesn't want to get out of bed. That could be one example. And then the second step is to get curious and ask the part, what are you trying to tell me today? What are you trying to show me? So the firefighter might be showing up, you know, and trying to put out these imaginary fires through addiction, a lot of different things. So be curious, be non-judgmental. And then the third step is to soothe with compassion. You can never show yourself enough compassion. We need to love ourselves first. And that's really hard, especially if you've suffered trauma. So be kind, be compassionate, not just to yourself, but to all of your parts, because we're talking about internal family system, which talks about us having more than one part. Okay? So again, you might think this is a bit woo-woo, but if you're still with me, I'm glad you're open to at least hearing about this. And then the fourth and final step that Gabby breaks the book down into is let the self speak. So the self is always there. She's always been there. She always will be there. We have just allowed our manager and our firefighter to bury her. She's been disappeared, but she's there. And if you're able to walk through these steps on a regular basis, she may not show up the first time, but eventually self at the core of who we are will be there, and she will speak. Just be willing to listen, be open, and realize that at the core, self is there, always there for you. So that's the 4 steps that Gabby talks about. You don't have to fix everything overnight. People sometimes are in therapy for years. So just take it one step at a time. Gabby's 4 steps is a good place to start. The book, if you want to buy it. I'm not making any money off this book. I should have mentioned that earlier in this video. I just am really enjoying this book because I understand internal family systems. I've read Richard Schwartz's book, No Bad Parts, more than once. I've talked to so many people about internal family systems, and I really believe in it. But not everybody can afford therapy, and I'm one of them. And so I've done a lot of self-healing over the years. In internal family systems, spelled out in these steps in this book by Gabby is, like I said earlier in the video, I wish I had this book years ago. So take it one day at a time, one step at a time. Some of your parts, are they in a mess? Probably. And if they're a mess, it's because your firefighter is working overtime to keep you safe. That is all that's happening. All of the work that your parts are doing are trying to keep you safe. So when you start listening to self, when you start taking the time to go through these steps on a regular basis, self will start showing up regularly, and you will be able to show your younger self that she doesn't need the firefighter anymore or the manager, that she is safe with you where you are right now, at the age you're at right now, and that, just life will make so much more sense if you go through these steps. I guarantee it. If you follow the steps in Gabby's book, I guarantee you your life will shift. You'll start to notice a difference. And if anything in this video resonated with you, please comment below. I want to hear from you. Also, consider thumbs up and subscribe. And also, if you think that anybody else in your life, friends, family, will benefit from this video, please share it. I would like to reach as many midlife women out there as possible to spread my message, to spread just my experiences. I'm not a therapist. I'm a certified life coach. I'm almost 59. I have a lot of life experience, and I've done a lot of healing. And I want to help other women my age, younger and older, but women who feel stuck, women who feel overwhelmed. I want to help you rise. I want to help you go from stuck to rise. And live your best life. So again, please consider sharing this video, thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you for the next video.